Hi everyone, Becky here. Okay, back to the grind, doing HSK 7 through 9 vocab. I've already given it to DeepSeek to generate example sentences. We'll stop and have a look if we get stuck on any words. All right, we're doing chu, tin shou, tin shou. Tin is, in this case, it's, I don't know, it's kind of self in this case. You're doing it yourself. Tin shou, you're using your own hands, right? It means you're dealing with something personally. 他亲手为母亲做了一块生日蛋糕。So he personally made a birthday cake for his mother. 亲手. Yeah, 亲, I guess it's first hand. Maybe that one. One of these definitions. All right. Okay, 亲yan. Maybe you can infer what this means already. But it's the same 亲 as here. 亲眼 with my own eyes, right? 我亲眼看见那只猫逃上了屋顶. Yeah, so I use I saw with my own eyes that cat jumping on the roof. Yeah. 亲身, the other one's 亲身. 亲身. So with my own body. 亲身体验. So I personally experienced 一下生活，对吗？I want to personally experience life. That's the other one. What's the other one? Oh, there's another one. Is it 亲自? Yeah, this one. 亲自 personally. 总统亲自出面处理这场危机. Okay, so the president personally 出面 appeared and resolved the crisis, etc. Yeah, okay, so there's 4 of them. Maybe there's another 1 or 2. Anyway. Okay, so we already saw 入侵. So this is 入侵的侵. Right? Invade. 占. We've probably studied this already, but 占领, occupy. So you're invading and occupying. Presume, I don't really know this word, but I'm guessing it's like invade and occupy. I don't know. 这家公司非常侵占了公共绿地. To invade and occupy territory. But this is a company. 绿地, 公共绿地, public green area. So 非法,非法, illegally occupying green land, so public green land. So this should be public land for people to enjoy, but some company has kind of invaded and occupied that area. That makes sense too. More figurative here. I think it's more related to war though. Embezzlement, encroach. Oh, encroach is a good translation. 侵占. Yeah, 敌军士兵侵占了该岛. Okay, this island. All right, so the soldiers, the enemy soldiers, landed and occupied the island. Not your island anymore, is it? All right. Keep high. Yep. Welcome to one of these ultra abstract things that don't really translate. Kind of like character, temperament, metal, personality, somewhere in between all of those. 制作宫殿建筑宏观 no 宏伟很有气派 so it's not describing a person here. Okay, so this is a noun. So 有气派. It has some kind of aura or vibe about it. Dignified air. Okay, so it's not what I thought. I feel like I've studied this before, maybe like 2 or 3 times, and every time I get it wrong. It's just not the kind of way I'm going to speak in my output. And when I get it in my input, it's like, oh yeah. Like, 有气派. I know it's a good thing. It's like, all right. And that's about it. Let me do some dictionary looky uppies. Yeah, it's in the dictionary. This is going to be an unpleasant batch. We're going to have a lot of abstract things that are very hard to pin down. Anyway, 气派指人或某些事物所表现出的气势. Yeah, this is the problem. So it's a 气派 was defined as 气势. All right, and then the question is, what is 气势? 气势 is defined as 人或事物表现出来的气派. Yeah, it's a circular definition. Literally, 气势 is defined as 气派, and 气派 is defined as 气势. There is another one, 声势. Prestige. All right, so it's not a person's character, or not. It's the prestige, the grandeur of something, right? Something or someone. Shit. What am I supposed to do? Go through them? I don't know. Maybe I need to get a table or something like this. Have a list of objects, a list of entities, and on one axis, and a list of these nouns / adjectives on another axis. 气派 is both a noun and an adjective. 有精神神气，他穿上这身西装多气派. Yeah, all right. All right. Honestly, I think I kind of don't care. Like, it's not coming out of my output anytime soon. And for my input, do I care? Am I ever going to struggle with this? I don't know. It's not going to be a major problem. Anyway, 期盼. This is just 期望, right? Your hopes or aspirations or something like this. 孩子们都期盼着假期的到来. It's not hopes. It's more like waiting in excitement or something like this. Yeah, awaiting the arrival of the holidays. All right. 旗袍. All right, you probably already know this. If you've studied Chinese to this level, that you'd find my videos useful, you would know what 旗袍 is. This is 旗袍. Right? It's a Chinese style dress. Yeah. You need to have a very slender body to pull this off, though. Yeah. Anyway, 旗袍. Yeah, so 旗 is flag. I don't know why it's flag. 旗帜. So it's the same character there, right? 旗袍. Flag. Flag is this 旗, and 旗袍 is that one. 袍. Pao is a robe, right? So it's like flag robe. Why is it flag robe? I don't know. There's different types of pao. Oh, this is yu pao, right? Bathrobe. Yu pao, and so on. What's this? Lu shi pao, a lawyer gown. So you wear that if you're a lawyer, etc., etc. Different types of gowns. Long pao, dragon robe. The emperor wears this. All right. Anyway, 气泡. Now, pao here is bubble, gas bubble, as opposed to a non-gas bubble. I don't know. 杯中的气泡缓缓升到水面. Yeah, so the bubbles in the cup slowly rose to the surface. Bubble blister. I don't know this one. Sparkling, carbonated. All right. Anyway, is bubble. Is it not bubble? Oh. Or maybe it's pulp. Maybe pulp. Pulp. Go. Pulp. Bubble. So why is... Oh, hold on. There's a first tone and a fourth tone. Fourth tone. Bubble. That's what I was expecting. Wasn't aware of the first tone. All right. 气泡. All right. 起跑线. 起跑线. I don't know this, but it says start race line. So I'm assuming it just means starting line. The starting line of a race. Yeah, all right. 所有运动员都在起跑线后做好了准备。后 Why is it 后 and not 前? You start behind the starting line, don't you? Yeah. Why is it 后? Anyway, I kind of don't care. All right, here's number 2. So 气派 is 1, 气破 is 2. There's probably more coming. 气势, 气概. Yeah. 气破. Don't ask me what it means. It's probably just another form of 气势. 它的改革方案显示出非凡的气魄. So a reform proposal has 气魄. Yeah. All right. So it's, yeah. It is a noun, right? So it exhibits 气魄. Let me just double check. 气魄. It is a noun. 魄力. Maybe I should ask the AI to just like go through this. Can you create a 2D table where one axis is 气概, 或气派 and similar synonyms, and one axis is a list of nouns that can have this list of nouns, and with example snippets wherever that noun can have that property. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's find out. Here we go. I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit. Gigantic. Okay. Building. A building 气概. No, this is a human thing, right? So maybe vaguely. Building can have 气魄, maybe. 制作宫殿的气魄震撼了所有人. So it is a noun that can be had by 宫殿. 宫殿 is an example of a 建筑. Okay. 气概 no, 气派. 这种别墅非常气派. It's used as an adjective here. All right. Wait, they're all ticks. There are no crosses. Oh, they're just red. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. 气派, 气势, the Great Wall. 气势, what's that? 磅礴. All right. 气场, I didn't even know this one. Vibe. Okay, buildings don't have vibes apparently. They have 分气. No, they have 气氛. Sorry, I always get that one mixed up. 场面, scenes. Okay, 气概. So that's describing that's not a scene, that's him. Yeah. That can be an event. 奥运开幕式 展现了国家的气魄. Oh, no, it's not this. It's the country that has 气魄, the nation's 气魄. Yeah, the AI has gotten it all mixed up. Hey. 婚礼场面很气概. Sorry, 气派. So 婚礼场面 can be 气派. That one's correct. 阅兵式, 气势. What is that? 恢宏. All right. Anyway, this is an event. 会场气场紧张 tense vibe or aura. 人气概的人物. 马云 this is the Alibaba's CEO. 马云有企业家的气魄. Right? Okay, so here's the vision, the bold vision of an entrepreneur. All right. 企业家yeah, entrepreneur. 这位老板穿得很气派. So this describes his attire. 气势很足. Okay, 领导讲话气势很足. I'm not sure what that describes. Does it describe the speech or the leader? Probably the speech. 一出场气场就压倒了所有人. 公司 company can be okay. The company can have 气魄. Huawei, yeah. Huawei, I got my Huawei phone. 华为展现了科技巨头的气魄. Yeah, I got a Huawei phone. Takes a little while to get used to it. No personal information. Huawei phone. Takes a little time to get used to it. It's a different operating system. They use Harmony OS, not Android, not iPhone. Takes a little time to get used to it. So there's no you don't have the Android app installation thingamajig, and the same with the iPhone App Store. But you got the Harmony OS one. Yeah, I don't know. I feel it's good value for money. It satisfies my need, and I'm amazed at how seldom I have to recharge the battery. Like, I recharged it like 4 days ago. And yeah, it only takes about 20-30 minutes to recharge it. It's blowing my mind, considering how long I put up with other phones. 这家公司的办公室装修很气派. Okay. So the 装修 is 创业公司要有迅速发展的气势. So this is like momentum, isn't it? I don't know. Startups. 苹果公司有一种创新者的独特气场. All right. I think this is vibe. Chi field. It is literally chi field, isn't it? Oh, so qigong. Okay, I don't know much about qigong, but I know it's a thing, and it's a thing I don't know much about. I'm smart enough to know I know nothing about qigong, but it's one of these, breathing exercises, something like that. You get that's the idea. Vibe, yeah, it's the vibe. Have you seen The Castle? An Australian movie. It's the vibe. It's Marbo, etc., etc. Yeah, that was back in the day when you could make certain jokes like that. I don't know how popular that'll be nowadays. All right. Anyway, we did 气魄. So this is the proposal is 气魄. So it's bold. 气魄. All right. 蹊跷. I like this word. 蹊跷 is strange/fishy. You feel something strange, but you can't quite pinpoint what's going on. Kind of like 奇怪, but 蹊跷. 最近是有点蹊跷. There's something fishy about this matter. 最好再调查一下. 蹊跷. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I've got a tea-towel about this. Doesn't quite work, does it? But you know. Okay, 祈求. Yeah, so you might know 乞丐. 乞丐is a beggar. What does a beggar do? 乞讨. Beg. 乞讨 or 钱. Did I get this right? Oh, beg for money. Is it not 提钱? Oh, it's 讨钱. Sorry, it's 讨钱. This one. It's 乞讨, but they kept the 讨, not the 钱. Yeah. 祈求钱财. Yeah. Okay. 乞讨钱. So you can't use 提钱. I kind of feel like it should be a word. And I feel like even if it's not a word, if I actually use that in the real world, people would understand. But it's 讨钱. Okay. 讨钱. So kind of like beg for money, is it? Beg for change. 乞讨零钱. Ah, yeah, that's one. Beg for change. 乞讨零钱. All right. So we're looking at 乞求. So 乞, all of them have to do with begging, right? 求. 求 is requesting something. Yeah. So you're requesting something through begging. 他跪在地上祈求原谅. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Yeah. You're begging for 原谅. Remember that Seinfeld episode where it's like, you gotta put some beg in it, Jerry. No, yeah, Jerry was requiring, who was it? Kramer. Like, he wanted, I'm begging you, Jerry. And he's like, oh, you gotta put some beg in it. And then the tables turned and Kramer was like requiring Jerry to beg and put more beg into it. Anyway, 祈求, beg. Beg for forgiveness or beg for whatever. Quite often it's beg for forgiveness, such as, or maybe beg for mercy or something like that. Beg for 祈求原谅, 祈求饶恕, this one. This is a kind of beg for forgiveness. For example, the emperor might be off with his head, and he'll be like, 祈求饶恕, right? Beg for forgiveness. 祈求帮助, beg for help, etc. All right. 崎岖. I don't really know, but it sounds like it's very steep. It sounds like an adjective that would describe mountain. I don't know. Rugged, 崎岖, rugged, craggy. I think this is the first time in my life I've ever used the word craggy. 这条山路非常崎岖，开车要小心. Oh, that's a very craggy mountain road. That's the craggiest road that's ever craggied. Oh, craggy. All right. Yeah, I looked it up in the dictionary. There wasn't really anything else to say. It was just like these characters are the characters in Chichu and nothing else. Craggy. Craggy. Well, let me see if I can find it again. Sorry, I lost it now. Chichu. Yeah, okay. It says 形容山路高低不平. It's a specific adjective that describes a mountain road. And 也比喻处境很难. No, 艰难. 崎岖坎坷的一生. Okay, so it can be used figuratively. 坎坷, 崎岖不平, 坎坷. 崎岖坎坷的历史. Yeah. So that's figurative. It's a bumpy history, right? 历经. What is 历经? 历经. Oh, 历经了, having gone through this. So after experiencing ups and downs. Oh, all right. Yeah, 崎岖坎坷. Ups and downs, ups and downs. All right. All right, we saw this one, right? I think we accidentally studied this in one of the previous videos. 弃权. So 弃 meaning to abandon. 权 is your rights. So why would you give up your rights? Because you need to sign a waiver. 弃权. 弃权. You're waiving a right. Forfeit. 弃权. All right. 因为身体原因，他决定弃权，不休 no 不参加比赛。Oh, so this is forfeit in the sporting match. 弃权, abandon your rights. Let me look it up. Yeah, the definition is 放弃应该享有的权利. Yeah, give up rights you should ordinarily have. Usually you get something in return though. Otherwise you wouldn't. 气色, presumably this is complexion. 最近气色很好，是不是休息的不错？Yeah, complexion. So this refers to like your face and how you appear. 气色不好. Oh, she has a really bad 气色. Oh, she has a good 气色. 都说气色好的女人. All right. I don't know what count. Oh, okay. So this is bad complexion. This is good complexion. I don't know. 气色有什么标准? She looks really tired here. 别不信，没气色会让你老10岁. This sounds like a makeup tutorial, and they're trying to emphasize you need to do makeup like this so you don't look as old. And the idea is that you don't want to look old. All right. She has a youthful complexion, right? Can you say that? How do you 幼稚, youthful, 青少青年? How would you say that? Youthful complexion. 肤色 in color. 年轻的 Can you say 年轻的气色? I'm not sure. I think that's legit. Maybe it's not. 想要有年轻的好气色. I don't think it's exemplary. But anyway, let's move on. 歧视. Yeah, so 歧 is in the word 分歧, divergent, divergence also. 视 meaning to view or observe or see. So you're seeing things divergently. So yeah, 歧视 is kind of like discrimination. Okay? Discriminate against. Okay, so it's a verb and a noun. Okay, 法律禁止任何形式的种族歧视. Yeah, so 种族歧视 is racism. So basically, yeah, you're kind of, I don't know, divergently thinking about people. Yeah. The law does ban it to some degree, I guess. What other teachers are there? 信仰歧视, is that a thing? Religious discrimination? Or maybe it's 宗教歧视. I don't know. No. Maybe. Or 宗教 better? I'm not sure. What other kinds? 是女性. Oh, you can use it as a verb with an object. So can you like 歧视黑人? Oh, okay. 白人歧视黑人. So so white people discriminating against black people. All right. All right, let's continue. 气势. We saw this. It's imposing manner or something like this. Wow. Yeah. We don't have this word really in English, so it's really hard. 这支军队气势如钢. Okay. Um, 锐不可当. What is 锐不可当? 锐不可当, unstoppable. That character. 一世如 Oh, 红彩虹的红. Okay. I've never seen that character used by itself. Only ever in the word 彩虹. Oh, 虹桥. Yeah, 虹桥. Rainbow Bridge. It's in Shanghai. Yeah, it's an airport. I remember going to this airport and got in a taxi, and I asked the taxi driver, 有彩虹的桥吗? And he was like, 没有. I was really disappointed. I wanted to see a rainbow bridge, but there was no rainbow bridge. Maybe there is. I don't know. Let's ask the AI. Is there a 虹桥 in as in a rainbow bridge? I feel like I'm getting a little off topic here, but all right. Literally means rainbow bridge, but is there an actual bridge? Okay. 不会堂. 不会堂. The locals called it Rainbow Bridge because after the summer rainstorms, rainbow will often appear in West. Oh, okay. So the bridge itself is not a rainbow. The you go on the bridge and you see rainbows when it rains. Okay. All right. That kind of makes sense. All right, let's get back on topic. Oh, okay. T-shirt. All right. 提诉. Yeah. So 诉讼. 诉讼 is a lawsuit, right? So this is a noun. 诉讼. The verb version is this one. 提诉. To file a lawsuit, bring a lawsuit, to sue. 他决定起诉那家造谣的媒体. 造谣 is to manufacture 谣言 rumors. So you're fabricating rumors. 媒体 would probably be like a TV channel or something like this. So he decided to sue the channel that fabricated rumors, presumably libel or slander or something like this. 乞讨. Yeah, so to beg for 老人在街角乞讨. Oh, here it's just to beg. They're begging on the street corners. 路人纷纷解囊相助. 解囊. So 囊 is a sack, often used figuratively to mean purse where you keep your money. 解囊. So loosen your purse. 相助. So giving the old people money. I don't know. I don't see many beggars these days. Yeah, 20 years ago here in China, you'd see a lot. I don't know. I don't see them very often, and I don't live in a very big place. It's not like Beijing or something where I would expect them to all do their thing. You know. Anyway. Okay, 奇特. 奇特. So, well, it's kind of 奇怪, but it's a good version of 奇怪, right? 奇怪 is strange. 奇特 is kind of like a positive strange, like unique or because it's kind of je ne sais quoi. 制作雕塑的塑形很奇特，引人注目，奇特 weird, unusual, peculiar. But I don't think it's a negative word. So on the 演绎中性 is it 中性中立中性高义 scale. Where does this word lie? Is neutral 奇特 with a slight tendency towards positive 高义. So yeah, 奇怪 is odd. This is negative. 奇特. It's okay, slightly positive, nowhere near as positive. 奇妙. 奇妙is like as positive as it gets, really. Exotic. This is not really anything. It's just 与众不同, different, like to a large degree. Yeah. Well, so yeah, it kind of implies you're a little bit excited or enchanted by the difference, right? 她的服装很奇特, right? Is wearing interesting, something I've never seen before. It's like, oh wow, like maybe she has peacock feathers. I don't know, something that is totally different every day. 设计师的奇特创意让全场观众惊叹不已. Yeah, so this is really positive, right? Negative, negative or awkward. 他今天的穿着有些奇特. I don't think maybe this is one of these things where you use a positive word like, confidence or something like this, and it's like, oh, you've got a lot of confidence. I admire your confidence. When it really kind of backfires and has the opposite meaning, you say, I admire your confidence, when it's like, yeah, you're full of crap. or that sort of thing. Oh, it's quite fancy, isn't it? It sounds good, but really people mean the opposite. Yeah. Yeah, so this is a little bit flexible, isn't it? Remarkably different. But if you use 奇怪, it's negative. All right. 企图. Yeah, 企图 is attempt. You probably know 试图. 试图 to attempt. And this is an attempt. Usually you envisage a failure. It's like you could fail or succeed at doing something. So you wouldn't say something like, I'm attempting to learn Chinese. You would just say, I'm learning Chinese, right? There's no real pass fail kind of thing, right? 企图 is a super duper negative one. It's only used for negative things like pickpocketing and that sort of thing. 企图, 他企图蒙混过关, I don't know what that means. 结果被发现了. Get away with it. All right. 蒙混过关. So I don't know what it means. Well, it's unspecified. As far as I know, this is only used negatively. 企图, oh, there you go. 企图自杀. All right. 他指责报纸企图败坏他的名声. So he accused the newspaper. So here, newspaper is not the physical paper, but newspaper, the company, right? So 报纸 has two meanings. One is an actual piece of paper or a collection of pieces of paper bound together or with writing on it that you can read. But it also refers to newspaper in the sense of the company or the business. So this refers to the business. So he's accusing the business, this newspaper, of attempting to slander him or blacken his name. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 谋杀绑架的企图, murder and kidnapping. Attempted murder and kidnapping. Yeah. So this is like super duper negative. As far as I know, I don't think you would ever use it for something even neutral. It has to be like very, very negative. 被控企图妨碍司法公正, yeah, obstruct justice. Yeah, you get the idea. All right. Okay. This is an interesting character in itself, really. It's pronounced Qiu. But yeah, Ren, you have Ren in the middle, and it's in a box. So what does it mean? Ren, this one. Your prisoner. Oh, Ren is also a word. It should be in the dictionary. Ren is a prisoner. 是我求人说，是我自己用心铸造的。It was I who forged it. Forged here is not forged in the sense of fabricated. Oh, actually, there is another meaning of fabricated, isn't there? It's not forged as in a knockoff or that sort of thing. It's forged as in you use a forge to smelt it, that sort of thing. Both, yeah, fabricate has that meaning as well. Oh, all right. We need to add this to the dictionary. 1 second. All right. So I submitted an edit to the dictionary. So hopefully it'll be a go through. So 求人, oh, this 囚犯, 囚人 was the change. All right. 囚犯 is very similar. 囚犯. Yeah, we were studying it. Anyway, it's the same as 囚人, right? Prisoner, convict, it doesn't mean convict. 囚犯在狱中学习了一门手艺. Yeah, so the prisoner in prison, 在狱, actually 在狱 is kind of a word as well, isn't it? 在狱中, yeah, this is not 中学, this is 在狱中学习了, right? All right, so convict, does it mean convict? I don't know, what if we put convict in here? So, oh, it's convict in the sense of prisoner. Oh, I'm from Australia. When I think of convicts, I think of people who took boats from England over to Australia. And it's like, all right, you can be a convict. Yeah. Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, I just remembered convict. Yeah, because I'm from Australia, I thought convict. So I think of convicts, and what do I think? I think they came over from England. They were, so I thought convicts had to have that property, but no. No, they don't. That property is not part of being a convict. It's just a synonym for prisoner, basically. Maybe a longer term version of prisoner. All right. Anyway, 囚犯在狱中. Yeah, so we need to know 入狱, 入狱, to be thrown into prison, 入狱, and 出狱, get out of prison. And what is it? 逃狱, to break out of prison. To escape. All right. All right. 丘陵, this is like a mound or something like this. 汽车在起伏的丘陵间穿行. Yeah, 丘陵. Hills. Yeah, maybe we'll put it in Google image search. 丘陵. 起伏 is up and down, right? They're going up and down. Oh, come on, you can do it. You can do it. It's gotten grumpy at me for doing lots of searches in rapid succession. 1 second. All right. 丘陵. So it's not just mound. Yeah, it's not especially steep, but it's sort of a wide, broad region where there's hills. 丘陵. I guess we just call them hills. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Hills. 丘陵. Okay. 求同存异. I do not know this Chongyu. Seek, same, store, difference. It does not make logical sense to me. 在谈判中, it makes sense to me now. 双方决定求同存异, 达成初步共识. All right, so during negotiations, it's pretty obvious what it means. But as soon as I add the context, so we're seeking common ground, and when we have some differences, we kind of put them aside. for the purpose of negotiation. Wow. Put aside differences, work together, seek common ground. Okay, that's a new one for me. Yeah, so the next three are not in the dictionary. 求学, 求医, 求证. They all have seek, and then they seeking something. 求学. So presumably this is 求学, you're seeking to be a student of some master or something like this. 远赴北京求学，需要能考上理想的大学，求学。Pursue one's studies, attend school, seek knowledge. 远赴 traveled long distance to Beijing to pursue studies, just pursue studies. So, okay, 求学。求医 presumably, or maybe it's seek medical treatment. Let's have a look. 他带着重病的父亲四处求医 Yeah, seeking medical treatment for her father. Yeah. And 求证 it's like request for evidence or seeking proof or something like this. 记者向警方求证，求证了这个消息的真实性。So seeking proof for the truthiness of that information from the police. 求证. All right, they're kind of a little bit self-explanatory, but okay. Okay, 气息. Hold on, is this like rest or something? 气象部门清晨的森林里充满了花草的气息. Maybe this is like the air or vibe or of grass. The odor of grass. Yeah, I know this, but I don't know it. Know it. 气象 is atmosphere in the sense of no, hold on, it's climate. Hold on. 气候 is climate. 气象 is atmosphere. 气象 atmosphere. 气象部门 the atmosphere department. Meteorology. Okay, so it's atmosphere and meteorology. Okay. So meteorology department. 预报明天会有暴雨. There'll be a storm tomorrow. 气象 is atmosphere. Why is there an elephant in the atmosphere? I don't know. I mean, the only thing I know about elephants is that they don't often fly. I don't often, have anything to do with 气象 forms. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is atmosphere. This one, odor. All right. Right. Got a coffee. 气象. Okay. 机械. So qi is machinery, implement, that sort of thing. Xie is used for things that are mechanical. So this would be something like mechanism. 电线房里配备了各种先进的器械. Oh, maybe it's not mechanism, but apparatus. A bit different. 器械. All right. What am I supposed to do with this information? Let's have a look in the dictionary. All right. The definition is 有专门用途的或构造较精密的器具。All right. So the 线 appliance tool. Weapon shackle. I don't know these ones. But appliance tool. Okay, so maybe it's not exactly what is mechanism? Since I got it wrong. 机械is mechanism. Okay. 机械装置. 基建 actually might be better. 基建. Maybe. Yeah. All right, let us move on. Let's put this in Google image search. Actually. What comes up? What is a 机械? Okay, so these are 机械, but really is not what I was thinking. 手术机械. No, 就手术器械. 手术器械. Surgical instruments. So this is 运动器械. 运动器械, right? 牙科器械. Dental equipment, dental tools. 健身房常见器械功能. All right, so this really limits what we need to know. There's like two examples. One is medical equipment and another is equipment in the gym. Seems most of the time that's it. When we use 器械. What's that? Is she rowing? I don't know what that is. She does seem remarkably happy about doing it though. All right. Yeah, all right, let's move on. So equipment for exercise or surgery. 齐心协力, 齐心协力. All right. Yeah, so do you know the word 一起? This 一起. This is together in the sense of like harmoniously, synchronously, this sort of thing. So yeah, if everyone speaks 一起说, this with this 起, yeah, it means they're saying the same thing. Maybe they will 一起唱国歌, so like simultaneously sing the national anthem. So this is the 起. It's kind of harmonious. Simultaneous? Yeah, all together is a good one actually. All together. So 齐心协力. Okay, so the hearts are together. 协 is like coordinated. 协同协助. That sort of thing. 和谐. Yeah, I think it's that one, right? 和谐. No, it's not. 和谐 is this one. Anyway, 齐心协力. 力 is power. But usually power represents work. So, okay, we're all coordinating our efforts and working together. So what would you translate it? Make concerted efforts. Pull together. Pull together is a good translation. 全班齐心协力赢得了合唱比赛的第一名. What's 合唱? Choir? Chorus. 合唱比赛. All right. Maybe it's a cappella group. Excuse me? All right, I'm not sure if anyone will get that reference, but anyway. Yeah. Okay, so literally air and pressure. Well, you know what it is. 低气压通常带来阴雨天气. Yeah, low atmospheric pressure. Barometric pressure. 气压. Yeah, the other one you need to know is 血压. 血压. Blood pressure. What else? What other pressures are there? Under pressure. I don't know. Oh, I like this one. 岂有此理?岂有此理? Okay, so this is kind of a rhetorical question. It's kind of used in itself. 岂有此理? It's a rhetorical question. The 岂 is like how or something like this. I think it's how. Yeah, so it's a question word, how, but you're not expected to answer the question. You're answering the question as a rhetorical question to emphasize that something is stupid. 岂有此理? How do you have this reasoning or something like this? How does this reasoning exist? 岂 岂有此理? How can this be so? And yeah, 岂有此理? Preposterous, ridiculous, absurd. 岂有此理? Yeah, I like this word. 做了错事还骂人，真是岂有此理. Yeah, I'll tell you a story once. I got on a plane once, boarding a plane, and there was a lady in my seat. And I asked her, or at least I tried to ask her in Chinese. I tried to ask her in Chinese, if she wanted to swap seats. And she kind of grunted in my direction. And I assumed that that was a yes. And I asked her if that was her seat. And so I sat there. Unfortunately, that was not her seat. And someone came along and said that that was his seat. And I kind of made a grunting sound, which in hindsight was really rude. But yeah, at the time it was like, I was a bit annoyed that the lady who was in my seat sort of didn't really say, oh, no, this is not my seat. Yeah. And I kind of made a grunting sound. And so this guy who sees me sitting in his seat, but getting a bit grumpy that he asked me that, said, oh, I'm sitting there. And it's like, I'm like, oh. And then maybe he would go, 岂有此理? I think, yeah, he could 岂有此理 me. He should be, yeah. Yeah, I know in hindsight it's kind of silly. But yeah, I remember that. That was really annoying. Like, I mean, I honestly thought she wanted to swap seats. But and I asked her, she asked her, should I sit here? And I was trying to help her, but she didn't say anything, just grunted. And yeah, she was in my spot. And all right, I thought I was trying to help her by swapping seats. But she just grunted at me. It happens. 岂有此理. There was a lot of 岂有此理that day, or at least that flight. I'm glad that guy wasn't too grumpy at me. I was kind of annoyed that it's like I went to all this trouble to swap seats with this lady, and turns out that wasn't her seat anyway. The seat she told me to, or at least the seat I inferred she wanted me to sit in was not her seat. I'm not sure why she didn't just sit in her own seat. Anyway. 契约? Yeah, this one I'm not going to know, but it's something like tacit agreement or something like this. Agreement contract. Is it tacit or not tacit? 契约，双方签订了一份正式的租赁契约. So rental agreement, that's certainly not tacit. It is, well, assuming my understanding of the word tacit is accurate, my tacit understanding of the word tacit, definition? Tacit. Kind of like unspoken or something like this, right? Come on. Expressed, yeah. So it's quite spoken. It's quite the opposite. This is a contract. If you're signing it, okay, a rental agreement. 契约. All right, so it's not tacit. What's the opposite of tacit? 正式. I don't know. All right, 契. This word, well, this character I'm not very good at. All right, 契. There are 4 definitions in the dictionary. Definition 1, 证明买卖、抵押、租赁等的文书. It's a noun meaning written something something. 也是所有权的凭证. Okay, so it's only used for buying and selling and trading. 抵押, like 抵押 is kind of like pawning, is it, or deposits, or pledging, putting up collateral. This one, okay. 抵押、租赁等的文书, so it's in writing. 也是所有权的凭证。So the rights holders proof of something. Proof of something. Written proof of whatever their rights are. Okay, 地契. Okay, what is 地契? Oh, whoops. 地契. I'm guessing 地契 is a land deed or something like this. 地契. Title deed for land. Okay. 房契. 房契. This sounds like the opposite of 放弃. It is. So 房 is land, 契 is deed. So this is a house deed. So it basically says you own this house. All right. Okay. Next. So definition 2. 情意低头相合. Okay. So let me put it in here. 情意低头. Is that 鸡 but 投票的投? 低头. What is this? That's what it says. Right? I'm not. No, that's what it says. It doesn't make any sense to me. The rest is 相合. 相合. Bit conforming. Yeah. Okay. So this is the 默契的契. This is okay. So, all right. This makes sense now. So we know qi refers to agree or an agreement or written agreement even, contract deed. But this is a silent agreement, 默契. So this is where the tacit comes in. This is the tacit part. All right. Yeah, 默契. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. There's another one, 相契. 相契. Maybe I'll put it here. 互相. This one. 相契. Would be a good match. Mutual agreement. 相契合. What's 契合? Agreement. 对于看法相契. That's agreement on 看法, I guess. Yeah, maybe this is not a common word. Let's look for the next one. Definition 3. 书面语. 用刀雕刻. So there is a carve with a carving knife. Here. To carve with a carving knife. 4. Lucky last. Number 4 is 书面语. 用刀刻的文字. So this is number 4. 阴气. 阴气. Okay, okay, 殷勤的殷, 默契的契. This one. Yeah, that's correct. All right. It's so rare it's not there. Okay, so the other one is 书气. 书气. 书气里. Oh, so this was the words, like written words, considering, yeah, this is the carved words kind of thing. All right. So in reality, we really just need these ones. I don't think we need the others. All right. Anything we need to know? Oh, there's a few words. Maybe 契合 I should count as studied. 契合. This one. Tally with. This seems to be maybe the important one. Or one of the most important ones. 这种描述竟然契合大多数著名 学者的观点. Okay, so this is like is consistent with, fits, yeah, or agrees with, but agrees with in the sense of is consistent with, right? 我和妈妈也发现了我们购物观间的完美契合。购物关系 a shopping relationship is perfectly agreeable. All right, the perfect fit. All right, it's kind of a bit tricky. All right. Yeah, that'll do. Let's move on. All right. 欺价. Yeah, so maybe you know 欺骗. This one. So this one refers to like cheating and so on. 欺骗. So 欺骗 is cheat, swindling, but 欺 by itself is cheating. So there's another one, 自欺欺人. 自欺欺人. So this is you deceiving yourself kind of thing. To deceive others and oneself, believe one's own lies. Oh, okay, it's not deceiving yourself. Not entirely like that. It is you're deceiving others, but you kind of believe your own lies. Yeah, all right, interesting. 自欺欺人. Yeah, like Homelander in The Boys, kind of because they live in this warped reality, they start believing their own lies, kind of thing. Yeah, 自欺欺人. All right, so 欺, swindle, 诈. I'm going to be honest, I don't know this character outside this word. 诈, to cheat. 欺诈, swindle, cheat, another one. 这家公司涉嫌商业欺诈. This is fraud, commercial fraud. 正在接受调查. Yeah, maybe there's more to this story. Not really, not really. 用狡猾的手段骗人. So use cunning methods to swindle people. Okay. 句句实情并无欺诈. Sounds like a line of poetry. 句句实情. 句句实情. 实现的实，情况的。What was the rest? 并无价. The line of poetry? Sounds like poetry to me. Let's Google it, see what comes up. Nothing came up. Hold on. All right. This is what it says in the dictionary. This is the dictionary. What if I get rid of the space? That didn't help. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's the dictionary again, isn't it? Oh, all right. So, 句句实情并无. Yeah, that didn't really help. All right. 欺诈. So it's a noun, is it? It's a verb. 搜寻欺诈的证据 evidence of fraud. It's fraud though. Maybe 欺骗 is also fraud. 欺骗, which is fraud in the sense of like the crime. What's the best translation of fraud in the sense of the crime? 欺诈. Yeah, that's an issue because that's not in that dictionary. Maybe we should edit that. 诈骗. This is fraud. 诈骗, 欺诈. 家片. That's the other word you need to know. 家片. Maybe we encountered that one. So this is also a noun, but it's okay. So it's a verb, but lots of verbs can be nouns. The act of verb or verbing. Okay. 是故意欺骗以获取不公平或非法收益，或剥夺受害者的合法权利。Right. Okay. 欺诈或诈骗。欺诈诈骗。欺骗. Yeah, this is normal one. 骗局. This is a noun though. A scam or con. All right. Okay, 欺诈. Okay, 旗帜. Yeah, so where were we? Google image search. 旗帜. Here are some 旗帜s. Yeah, unsurprisingly, it gives me a few Chinese ones. But yeah, these are 旗帜s. They're flags, right? 旗帜. Yeah, so you probably know 国旗. 国旗. The national flag. All right. 旗帜. I don't want to get into any discussions. Let's go back here. 旗帜. Yeah. So flag, not necessarily like not necessarily a country's flag. It could be anything. Yeah, it's a green flag, right? Oh, the checkered flag. How would you say checkered flag? 格子旗. Is it really? 格子旗. Oh, there it is. 格子旗. This is a type of 旗帜, right? There's lots of different ones. I'll let you figure it out. 旗帜. Oh yeah, 五星红旗. Yeah, so this is a name for the Chinese national flag. 是我们国家的旗帜. Yeah, so this is the Chinese flag because, well, it's kind of a description of it. 5-star red flag. Literally 5-star red flag. Yeah, 五星红旗. 五星红旗. Yeah, 五星红旗. All right, so now you know how to recognize the Chinese flag if you didn't know how to do that already. All right. Okay. I do not know this one. 器重. 器重, 器重. I don't know. 经理很 What? 器重他? Is that like 看重? 把重要项目都交给他负责. Think highly of someone. What is going on? What has qi got to do with any of this? That's bit 蹊跷. Bit 蹊跷. I'm gonna have to look this up. On the plus side, I did guess the dictionary meaning. 看重重视多用于长辈对晚辈. All right, so someone who is more experienced. 上级对下级. Yeah, someone more experienced or someone at a higher level. 组织上器重他. All right, but why is there qi? Why is there in this word? The 重 makes sense because you know 看重, 器重. Oh, it's Confucius. All right. 子贡问曰：次爷何如？子曰 Confucius say, 女弃也。曰何弃也？曰 No, this can't be right, can it? Hulian, yeah. What is Hulian? Is this accurate? Oh, well, yes. Yeah, so the AIs don't have to care about plagiarism when it's like 3,000 years old. They can quote the entire works of Sun Tzu, character for character, and not blink an eye, even though they don't have eyes to blink. All right. You are a vessel. What kind of vessel? Okay. So, okay. A noble and precious vessel, a person of great talent. So vessels contain things. In this case, they contain talent. Is that the idea? You're such a valuable vessel. Are you serial? All right. Here it is. 子贡问曰, uh, 次, what is 次? I don't know. What do you say means 次? Is this like master? I don't know. I don't know what it means here. Yeah, 如何? Oh, 次. Is that my own name? Or is it 子贡's name? 子贡. Okay. 次也如何? How am I? What say you? Confucius. 子曰, Confucius say. No, it's not the master, it's Confucius. 女气也. Okay, so a female receptacle? A female what is 女气? Female device. I don't know. Yeah. So presumably I'm meant to infer that Zugong said this. 和气也? What kind of utensil? 无连也, a gem sacrificial utensil. So do I actually have the works of, I don't know if I have the, yeah, all right. So at some point I bought the Lunyu, but I don't have it anymore. Maybe I don't know, disposed of it when I was traveling or something. I don't remember, a long time ago. Anyway, why is it 女气? 女气, yeah. Why is 女 like lady or something? 子贡. I don't know, is 子贡 a woman? No. Why is it new here? Oh, is new rule this character? Thou? Could it be? This is like 3,000 years ago or something, right? All right. Anyway, let us move on. We're meant to envisage. All right, we're meant to envisage a vessel. A vessel is a vessel contains talent, right? Because Confucius say. All right. All right. All right. It's not okay. All right. Anyway, let's move on. 七嘴八舌, 7 mouths, 8 tongues. Presumably, it's like lots of people are talking or something like this. Lots of people have opinions, maybe. 大家七嘴八舌的讨论着周末去哪里玩. Okay. Live discussion with everyone talking at once. Yeah. Kind of self-explanatory, really. Dictionary. It's dictionary time, everyone. Okay. 七嘴八舌形容人多语杂. Okay, so many people and lots of mushed together words and overlapping conversations, I guess. 同学们七嘴八舌的议论纷纷. Kind of similar to what the AI came up with, but 议论 is opinions. 纷纷 is multiple or myriad even. The second definition. 形容饶舌多嘴. What is 饶舌? I'm not sure. 饶 it's 饶恕 or 饶, but there must be another meaning. So plentiful tongue is talkative. Okay. 多嘴. 多嘴 is you're a chatterbox. Chatter, chatter, chatter. Maybe it's more like interrupting and so on as well, emphasizing this kind of thing. Yeah, both of those. All right. Okay. 创作家大多憎恶批评家的七嘴八舌. Okay, so the entrepreneur 创作家 I think the entrepreneur. No, maybe creator. Yeah. Oh, no. Fiction writer. Paperback writer. Probably. All right. He doesn't like the critiques or the critics. The critics' critiques. The critics' critical critiques. He doesn't like the yeah, you get the idea. He doesn't like them 七嘴八舌音. All right. 取而代之. I presume it just means 取代. So you take something, get rid of it, replace it with something else. Yeah. 手机几乎取代了传统相机的位置. Yeah, so the AI replaced 取而代之 with 取代. I assume it means the same thing. It's supplant is a good one. So you're replacing something and you're getting rid of the original. Supplant. Replace, supersede, take its or her, etc. place. Okay. 取而代之. All right. 全. Didn't we do 全? Fist. I don't know. 全. 他绘出了一记重拳. So waved his fist. Presumably they're boxing or something. 击倒了对手. Yeah. 对手 is the opponent. So he knocked over his opponent. 拳. For 拳, you need to know 太极拳. 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 There's also 太极剑. 太极剑. Kind of like taiji, but with swords. Yeah. 太极剑. Yeah. Yeah, you dance around with swords. It's kind of cool. Every now and then you see people do this here in China, particularly first thing in the morning. And you might think it's like young people who are doing kung fu and things, but it's mostly like old ladies. They get up like 5 o'clock in the morning and do their sword exercises. Yeah. Anyway, 太极剑. Okay, the other one, yeah, 太极拳 and 跆拳道. 跆拳道. This is taekwondo. So presumably 跆拳道, whatever that corresponds to in Korean, is pronounced taekwondo. I don't know, maybe. How do you say this in Korean? I don't know. What's 跆拳道 in Korean? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, taekwondo. Yeah. You kick. Oh, okay. I don't know this character. Oh, so kick, fist, the way of kicking with your fist, or I don't know, kicking and punching. Oh, 拳 can be kind of fist. Yeah. Anyway, 跆拳道. So it's imported from Korean. All right. 跆拳道. Okay, 全方位. I do not know what this is. 全, complete, entire, total. It implies there's nothing lacking. 方 can mean a few things. 方位 would probably be position or location. 公司为客户提供全方位的售后服务. I got nothing. 全方位. It's just a fancy way of saying complete. Usually you use 周到服务. But 全方位, comprehensive, right? 应有尽有 kind of thing. 全方位. All right, it's a thing. All right, what's next? 劝告. Yeah, so we saw in the previous video, what was it? 劝 Well, 劝 by itself is a verb. 劝我劝你早点申请 or something like this. I urge you to like as early as possible apply for such and such. Something like that. 劝. We saw 劝阻 advise against, and I remember pointing out this word is also a word, 劝举. Yeah, it is definitely a word. And I suggested a proposal for the dictionary. It may already be added. Yeah, okay, so it has been added. I added it yesterday. Or at least I proposed it this morning. Proposed it last night. Okay, proposed it no, that's what happened last night. So when did I propose it? Oh, I don't know. It really is not relevant. I proposed it slightly more intervention focused than advise against, I think. So the editor, or one of the other editors, edited my edit. I did this, and to dissuade is the same as that one, to persuade someone to desist. Yeah, this is what happens. I really like the team here sometimes because they make all these good edits. Yeah, this is one of mine, 显见. I don't know where we came out with this one from, but a lot of these I come out with because I encountered them because of this study. Yeah. So in the future, 劝举 will be in the dictionary. And when you go hover over 劝举, yeah. Anyway, 劝告. 劝告 is kind of warn, 告, kind of just warn really. 朋友再三劝告他不要熬夜，可他没听。Okay, so I advised him, but you advise him not to do something really. You don't warn someone to do something usually, right? Urge, advise, yeah. 劝告他不要熬夜, so don't stay up all night. But he didn't listen. Oh, okay, 权衡. 权衡, this is something like weigh up. So usually it's 权衡利弊, this one. So weigh up the pros and cons. I don't know why it's 权, but anyway. 我们需要权衡利弊，再做决定. So you're kind of thinking of the pros, thinking of the cons, and then making a decision. Making a carefully thought out decision. 权衡, balance pros and cons, weighing a matter. Is it ever used outside here? 权衡模型, trade-off model. Ah, it's trade-off. 一定要权衡利益. Ah, 利益 is a little bit different, but benefit and benefit. No. No, that's got to be a typo, right? For Li Bi. That's a typo. Oh. Bzzz. Erase that from your memory. I did not say that. 你一定要权衡利益与成本二者的得失。So weigh up benefits and costs. The two. The latter and the former. 二者. What did it translate? Both of them. The 得失, like 得 is gains and 失 is losses. Gains and losses. 权衡居着对吗？斟酌 sorry, I got it mixed up. 它在各种选择间权衡斟酌权衡一下 Yeah, weighing up the pros and cons. Okay, 费用与其效益 So you're weighing up the costs with the 效益 effects, the like maybe it's like beneficial effects or yeah, that sort of thing. Anyway, so you're kind of trading these things off. Like there's a cost, but there's also gain. So if you buy a sandwich, it costs money, but maybe you're hungry and you got to weigh up the pros and cons. Enji, is it punch? 他从小就喜欢看拳击比赛. Oh, it's boxing. 拳击. Oh, I didn't know this word. All right. Somehow I knew taekwondo, but didn't know boxing. All right. 全局. Yeah, so 局面, right? 局面 is situation or like you have a sequence of events and each point in time is a different 局面. So 局面, right? So 全局 is the situation, but the complete situation at a given time, I guess, as opposed to 偏局, sort of incomplete. 做决策时要着眼于全局，不能只看局部。局部 is also partial, isn't it? 局部. Yeah, all right. So 全局, look at the whole situation. 偏局. Ah. What is the word I'm thinking? Like 偏 can pertain to partial. 偏. There is no 偏局, is there? It's 局部 is correct. Yeah, all right, I'm just wrong. So this and this, 局部. So don't look at the little part, look at the whole. 全局. Why is there no other word like this? Why is there no X 局? Anyway. 全局. Is there anything else we need to know? 全局. Okay, so let's have a look at the dictionary definition. 事物的整体及发展全过程. So not just the everything now, but it's the evolutionary process or sequence or all the events of its evolution. 全局观念, 中怀全局. All right. So yeah, it implies you've got all the possible information. Next is a 成语全力以赴. 全力以赴, 全力以赴. Very, very common 成语. I use it all the time. 全力以赴. It's like go all out or put all your effort into something. All power goes into 赴. 赴, I guess here is just do something or something like this, right? 赴 usually means going somewhere or something like this, but here it probably just means doing something. 为了这次考试，他全力以赴的复习了一个月. So he went all out studying for a full month for the test. 全力以赴. Yeah, that's what it usually means. Yeah, 全力以赴. I don't know why there's a 赴 in there, but 全力以赴. Yep. 全力 is also a word. Like full power, right? 全力. Yeah. 全能. Yeah, so 全能. So 能 is 能力, right? You're able to do something. 全能, you're able to do everything, which kind of makes you God. 全能, omnipotent. 这位选手在田径比赛中展现了全能实力. All right. So track and field competition, the competitor has all-round 实力 strengths. Okay. 全能. I've always interpreted this as omnipotent rather than all-round. Okay, 全能. But apparently it can be all-round. 全能. Let's look at the dictionary. LMN not in the dictionary. Oh, that's not very helpful. Yeah, I googled a lot of Christian things for all-powerful God, right? Yeah, the other one, so 全知, so all-knowing, right? Omniscient, all-knowing. 全知, and 无知, ignorant. So this is know nothing kind of thing, or no knowledge, ignorant. 无能. This is like incompetent, right? You're unable to do things, etc. Is there any others? Yeah, I don't know. Let's move on. 全身心, like full body and mind. You kind of take your body and mind and throw it into a project or something like this. Yeah, your everything is going into the project, that kind of thing. 他全身心投入到公益事业中. Yeah. So wholeheartedly, heart and soul. Maybe we saw another word like 全心. That was it. 全心. No, not completely new. 全心, wholehearted. 全心. Oh, 全心全意. Well, 全心 and 全心. 全意. Probably saw that one before. But 全身心 is not just your heart, but also your body into is like a project. Okay. 全是. What is this 全? Okay, 是 refers to explaining. This character looks a little 蹊跷 to me. Let's have a look. 这位演员用精湛的演技诠释了角色的内心世界. I think it's like narrate, or maybe it's just a fancy word for explain. Interpret. And 全 is second tone. Okay. 全, explain, comment, annotate. All right, 1 second. I need to look this up. I was already on the right page. It's literally just here. 全. All right. 全. 全 has one definition. 全是. This one. 全是. Second definition is 是理. All right. 真理. 真全. So apparently there's another word. 真全. I'll just put this. Apparently this is a word. Apparently this is a word. I don't care. All right. 全是. 全是 exists as a word, and it's kind of like a word in itself. 全是. 全是 in the dictionary says 说明解释, explanation, and doesn't give any further explanation. 语言诠释 interpretation 是阅读行为的全部意义。学生们被需要诠释那首诗的意义。So this is interpret. Interpret or decipher the meaning of the poem. Yeah, interpret's a better one. Okay, 那个角色 输入了他自己的诠释。So she interpreted the role 角色 or she gave that role an injection of her own interpretation. Poured into, or she poured her own interpretation into the role, etc. All right. I don't think I need to know too much about this. There's just this one word basically, and that's a thing, and it exists. 劝说. All right, so we're back to 劝 again. 劝说. This is yet another urge. 经过大家的劝说. Oh, okay, so that's a noun, but I think it's a verb. Persuade, persuasion. 他终于放弃了自己的念头。劝说。Yeah. 劝说。耐心劝说一下，他就同意了。来了。细心劝说 like careful persuasion, gentle persuasion. I think careful is better. 他搁不住人家的劝说 Yeah, so you can't put aside 人家. This is a pronoun, but it's like a triple pronoun, right? In this case, 人家 will mean me, my. Oh, so 我搁不住人家的劝说 Persuade myself? I allowed myself to be persuaded. So then it'd be别人的劝说, which again, it's a universal pronoun. It does have that meaning, which is kind of annoying. Other people. Yeah. All right, 劝说. Verb, noun. Let's call it a video. I'm tired. Time to have a rest. All right. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and eat 17 apples. And I will see you in the next video. TTFN!